Good morning, Pontigansett. Today is Wednesday, January 4th, 2023, and we'll be following a White Day schedule. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Please be seated. Be sure to schedule yourself for this week's W4s. Just a reminder that next Monday, January 9th, is a half day.
There will be no Gloucester late buses this week. If you plan on staying after school, please make appropriate traveling arrangements.
Before break, the Students Against Destructive Decisions Club had a secret seatbelt tally in the student parking lot. We were happy to discover that most people were wearing their seatbelts. However, 40 members of the community were not. Remember, buckling up is the single most effective thing that you can do to protect yourself in a crash. For more information, visit the club during W4 Block B with Mrs. DiPetrillo.
Technology tip. Students, if you're having trouble with your computer, before bringing it down to tech, try and restart the computer by going down to the Windows icon. In the bottom left corner, clicking on the power icon and choosing Restart. This solves most problems.
Seniors, your senior portraits, baby pictures, and senior quotes are all due January 20th. Pictures can be emailed to Mrs. Bovenzi. Senior quotes should be submitted using the Google form that was sent out last week. See Mrs. Bovenzi or Abby Begelli with any questions. I should probably get my pictures taken.
Attention all students with parking passes. If you currently have registered your vehicle for a parking pass this year and do not use your spot, please see Ms. Travis in the main office as there are students on the waiting list. And now for Pontigansett birthdays and word of the day.
Today's SAT word of the day is pragmatic. It's an adjective meaning practical and useful. Most tools I own are pragmatic to my everyday use for work. That sentence from Alice Bulger. Send us your use on the word and we'll read it on air. Send it to wphsnews@fgschools.com. Now for birthdays. Today we only have one birthday, and it's to Avery Del Sesto. If you see them in the hallway, make sure to wish them happy birthday. Now on to sports.
How you doing? Welcome back to Pontigansett Sports. For yesterday's results, the boys basketball team clutched up against Davies Vocal. They won 54-48, thanks to a great defensive effort that only allowed 4 points in the fourth quarter. That is absolutely insane. And for boys wrestling yesterday, fortunately they came out with a massive W versus Barrington, 52-28. For today's events, at 5 o'clock, there'll be a boys wrestling matchup versus Hendricken in East Providence at East Providence Schools, so it's a try match. At 5:15, there'll be a girls JV basketball game versus Portsmouth at Portsmouth. And finally, at 7 o'clock, there'll be a girls varsity basketball game also at Portsmouth, of course, versus Portsmouth. And for tomorrow, at 5 o'clock, there'll be a boys JV basketball game versus North Providence at home. So make sure you come out to that. Support your JV boys. At 5:30, there'll be a boys varsity indoor track meet versus multiple schools at Providence Career and Technical. And finally, at 6:30, there'll be a boys varsity basketball game also versus North Providence at Pontigansett High School. So if you're doing nothing at 7 o'clock today, make sure you come out and support the Lady Chieftains as they take on Portsmouth. And if you're doing nothing tomorrow around 6:30, make sure you come out and support the boys. So that's it for Pontigansett Sports. Send it back to the day.
Have a great day, Pontigansett.